On the shores of Lake Erie here in the city of rock and roll. Our coverage of the NFL brings us to Huntington Bank Field. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cleveland Browns. We couldn't ask for more perfect weather here today. And here we go at Huntington Bank Field. On the return, here's Nico Remigio. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10.
Yellow.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And a nice 70-yard chunk on the opening snap of this game.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That's a pickup of 9. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City. And if these guys are not careful, he's going to run this opening drive right into the end zone.
Yeah, I think we're seeing and feeling an offensive front and a running back who've come ready to play. This defense, they may want to buckle their chin straps a bit.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
We'll go with Hunt on the run. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Lasers this one deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 10. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Drive has kind of seemed destined for the end zone, partner. First of a few chances now to reach it. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, then let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up third and goal. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. They've held him out twice. Here we go. Third and goal. Third and long for him here. Rice pulls it in along the sideline. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in balance.
They'll run it with Pacheco. And this defense completes the goal line stand. What a start to their game as they get off the field with a turnover on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
Ready.
Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. And he's going to get this up to a run around that 13-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I'm not surprised by that outcome, Kate. You crowd the line defensively by going all out for the safety. You got to be careful you don't wind up giving them an alley, not just to escape the goal line, but for an even bigger chunk of yardage.
Let's go.
First down, and they go right back to it. Solid running here, and that's 9 yards as he brings up second down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football and defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
Short pass brought in. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Browns first down.
That's good for a Browns first down. First and 10 at the
So through one, this game, more for you defensive maestros out there. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. To the right and pulled in by Judy. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. So far, so good to begin this one as they've got a new set of downs beyond midfield. Shotgun handoff here for Junkins. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. David Njoku, the guy he was looking for. So now they're going to have to figure out this third down.
6 yards to go.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6.
Come on, come on. Set.
To the air on 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And they're up against it. 4th down coming up. Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here.
60.
They'll go. It's Sanders. It's caught. Fannin has it. And they get this down to the 28. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive a lot of us thought had stalled out is going to carry on.
First and 10 at the 28.
Now Bronx still awaiting our first points of this game, and we've arrived at our 2-minute warning. Hang with us. More football in Huntington Bank on its way. They've worked it downfield very well to begin the drive. It's 1st and 10 at the 28. From the gun, Judkins. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Throw left side, finds Fannin. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
From the red zone on 1st. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Okay, break.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Ready.
Working out of the gun, Sanders. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
A 3-yard loss.
Ready?
Ben, even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, that goes a long.
And he will have them a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns get their first points of this game just before halftime. David Njoku, the touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically.
7-zip, player, 7-zip.
This one is up and good. And they
7-zip,
add
player.
on to their first touchdown of the contest. And here is Schmidt to send this away. Remigio with the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard
They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. Mahomes on first and 10. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. Second and 10. Now they send their back in motion right. On second and 10 now, Mahomes. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that first down. Going on first down, Mahomes. He finds Brown right side. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. All right, whistles. They've got a timeout. 7 seconds to go in this half.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Now the Browns spend their final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Here's Mahomes. Absolutely fires this one right side. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
You know what I like about this shot down the field, Kate? It keeps a defense honest. They know defensively, if we overcommit, we could get burned deep.
Third and 2, Mahomes to throw. A massive shot towards the end zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Grant Delpit in to pick it off. And the Browns intercept the final throw for the end zone, and that is how our first half's going to end. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Come on. Ready.
Here's Judkins to begin the drive. We'll bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Brings up second and 2.
Ready.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes second and 2.
Go.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
Sanders now on third down. Lee Judkins on the drop down. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. From the pistol, here's Jenkins. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Finds him over the middle. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
The 49-yard line.
Judkins running between the tackles. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Over the middle, complete to Njoku. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
3rd and short here, Sanders. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Watson. And the Chiefs return the interception almost to midfield before the tackle's made.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. He's got his man, that's Travis Kelce. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and he gets himself in space to do some damage.
The 2nd down run by Pacheco. And they will face a 3rd down here, Brock, but not by much. Good effort to challenge for it. He reaches the 43.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless 3rd quarter for us. It's the Chiefs in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. Third down, 1 yard to go.
Yellow.
Looking to throw. This is cut downfield by Rice. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's the Chiefs' 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Running is Pacheco. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate. And that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
A loss of 2.
Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. He's back to throw. On him quick, and they bring him down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A loss of 8 yards.
The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of the way without being able to stop the clock at will. Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock.
Oh, you
They
need to shut up.
but they turn it over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns leading by 7. Now nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Sanders setting to pass. It's his running back. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays on the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Come on, set.
Looking to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. He has the first down for the Browns, and that should be enough to clinch them this victory.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
And all he can get is a yard here, bro. It's going to be 3rd down.
At his 48-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Ready.
Another one for Junkins. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him only 1 yard. Again, the run doesn't get it done, and now it's 4th and 3.
It's 4th down.
The Browns are lined up to punt. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. One final shot here. Trying to push deep downfield. That's grabbed inside the 30. He does it. He scores on the miracle play. And now they can go for time or the
Let
win.
him do that stupid shit.
I still don't think everyone has quite processed that touchdown as time expired, Bronx, but they don't have time. They've got to make the biggest decision of the game right now.
Go
Do you
to-
force overtime, or do you go for this win?
Well, you said a key word right there, processed. And this is a process. You spend the week planning it, you got the numbers behind it, but ultimately, Kate, this comes down to gut and feel. I say it every time in these moments.
It's intercepted. That will do it. Rayshawn Jenkins makes
Oh,
the
again,
play.
good. Some kick field goal.
So to a chorus of bucks from the dog pound, the Browns take the win at home.